Professor David Monyae is an international relations expert and professor of political science and international relations at the University of Johannesburg. Joining me in studio, a different scenery, of course, as we always talk to him online. Thank you, Prof, for coming through. And as we watch these visuals, right, of the Namibian president arriving, the first female president of Namibia, President Cyril Ramaphosa had said from the beginning that this is not a moment for South Africa, but it's a moment for the continent. And I suppose these are the leaders that now we are seeing who are coming through to South Africa, not only to speak for issues of their country, but also have to advocate for a continent that has to speak in one voice.
Oh, indeed. I think this is something that we should be proud of. While others are labeling that this is a G100, it's something, a label that we should embrace. I mean, having Namibian head of state visiting, and she's important. She comes from a country with very few, the population-wise, it's in the range of 2, almost 3 million. It's a very critical country, other than being our neighbor. They have critical minerals. President Ramaphosa has met the European Union on issues of critical minerals, as well as the European Union will be meeting Africans in dealing with this. So I think this is a golden opportunity on question of inclusivity, but far beyond that, in terms of really dealing with business issues, so that Africa can speak with one voice, common position on these critical issues that affects our population.
And especially because you speak about the EU, right? We saw that press briefing earlier on, and it does signal that the EU continues to take Africa as a strategic partner, strategic in a way that when you listen to the President of the Council, as well as the President of the European Union, you then get a sense that they not only speak about critical minerals, they also speak about the issues of fossil fuels, they speak about issues that are quite important to Africa, but also saying that it's important for Africa to also understand the role that it plays in this strategic relationship.
Indeed. And the bigger question for us all is that what kind of business are we going to have going forward? It should not be business as usual, where we sell raw material. I think this is a golden opportunity to say we are important as we move into the 4th industrial revolution. We have almost 30% of the critical mineral in the world. And we are important. The United States is looking at us, China, and everyone else is looking at us. Therefore, we need to enter into agreement where there is a win-win. The question of beneficiations, it has to move from theory into practical. So we have partners that are not exploiting us, but we're also benefiting in terms of uplifting our people from poverty, unemployment, and inequality. These are key issues. In some areas, also, these are factors that are also bringing conflict. And therefore, this meeting is important. And it also gives reason why the whole world is watching. And there are advantages for South Africa in terms of selling the country, as well as selling our entire continent and the developing world.